Well, guys, the last mission was resource gathering. So today we're going to make our resource gathering spreadsheet. So up here, as we've done in the last few, we have the name up here. Normally I have the date in there, but I don't think I'm going to have the date this time. Basically what I do is with the spreadsheet, I actually duplicate it, and I have the week of the mission that week on that particular one. So I'm not going to put the date in here. But if I was, I would put the date here. And then, what are we going to be... Actually, I'll do date here, and then go over here. So the first column that we need to have is what we're gathering. So there's about 6 things you can gather. One of them is going to be gems. Okay? One is food, wood. Oh, I have the other spreadsheet up. And then we have stone, and iron. So those are basically the ones you can gather, okay? I mean, there's nothing else in the game you can gather. So first off the bat, so the percentage goes in this column here. So right off the bat, we're just going to do this. We can go here, and up here, there's a thing, it says percentage. That's all in that spot. This spot here will be, let's see, okay. So basically, there's going to be I'm trying to figure out how to do this. So it's, the percentage is here. And 1, 2, 3, I'm guessing. Oh, no, it's F. So an F will be like what you gather. So say I gathered, well, not 30 gems. 30 gems. That would be a good amount. Okay. Okay. So if it's in a percentage, right? So talking about percentages, that percentage would go here. So it would be like, say if it was 20%. Okay? See how it actually brought that up as 20%? That's cool. Then what we're going to do, in this column here, we are going to hit this little plus sign here. And we're going to take the sum of the percentage, okay? And we're going to times it by this number. That gives us 6. So we're losing 6 gems with the 20%. If it was no percentage, then you would get the full amount. But that's what that percentage is. Okay. Is that. Now, the only bad thing about that is well, with the gems it doesn't really matter, but with everything else it will matter of the percentage. So there's a thing called round down. So you're gonna hit and what it does is it rounds it down to the nearest number. So you're gonna hit round, and it'll say round down. Okay, what we're gonna, I didn't do it. Round, no, down, and then we're gonna round down the number of here. So you're just gonna hit that, and it looks like it's a comma and this. So that will round it down if it was like a weird percentage. And we're gonna talk about that in a little bit. So that's basically what you need done. And this is for pretty much all of them. So that's what's really nice about this. So then we're gonna go to G. And G is basically what are you gonna get? How much are you gonna get? Okay. Oh wait a minute, that's not right. 6 and. Okay, yeah, no, never mind. So G, like I said, is what you're gonna get. Okay. So it's a pretty simple function. You're gonna hit sum. You're gonna hit sum again, and you're gonna say I want the sum of this number here, and we want to minus it from this sum. Okay? That gives us 24. And if I'm correct, I'll double check this on the other spreadsheet that I have up. And 20%. Yep, that is totally correct. So then, basically H is, or this column here, is going to be for, say it's in a weird percentage, like iron, and I'll show you this in a little bit. Iron can be in a weird percentage, okay? If it's in that weird percentage, you're going to have to type in the number. So say it was, well, I'll do it in a little bit, but that's what this column is. You don't need to do anything with it. So in this column here, I, is how many points you get for that resource. So with gems, it's 450 points per gem. Okay, that's how many you get. So then this column is basically how many times you have to gather it, which in this case it's just one. So I'm not gonna put it in, but like, or is it how many points it is? I'm not sure. Yeah, how many points? So this is how many points you get for one. Or no, this is how many, something like that. I'll have to double check. But this column here, which is how many points, so K over here, or whatever column this is for you, is going to be how many points you're going to get. Basically what you do is you're going to get the sum. You're going to take the sum of this, and you're going to times it by this. Okay? And then you get a weird, you get some kind of a weird thing like this. But what we're going to now do is hit this column here and move it over. And this is going to be for all of these. So you're going to hit comma, move it all over. Because it's going to be the points that you'll get for that resource that you gather. Pretty simple there, right? Well, the food and wood, everything's pretty much going to be exactly the same for it. So, I'm going to hit this delete button here. So we got the full percentage of 1300. Why delete that? Yeah, so basically this number here, yeah, okay. So this number always should show up twice, depending on if it's in a percentage. Okay, so just like I just said, all this is similar. Not exactly the same, but similar for the rest. Okay, basically you're just gonna copy and paste it. So that's why I'm making one line for right now, and then we'll go over what it does. So basically, same thing here. So this can be deleted. Okay, this is where you put in. So say we gathered, again, same percentages. So this is gonna be the percentage. This is gonna be the amount you're gonna put in. But in this case, I will show you how that round down works. So say I have a 15%, and wood is usually that amount. Okay. Now, obviously, this amount here is not correct. You get 20 per collection of that. And this line here should also have a comma thing. Okay. And actually, all these should have a comma. So you know what percentage they are. The gems you really don't need to do that, but they're a part of it. So you get 20 and you get 1 point. Okay, now I don't know why this... That's not correct. Oh, why? I know why. Yeah. There's another thing you have to do with food and oopsie. No, no, no. No, no. Oh, I'm messing up the spreadsheet now. No. Cancel. Shit. Hold on, I'm having trouble with the spreadsheet right now. I did something I didn't want to do, and now I can't get it clear. Okay, just delete. Okay, there you go, I got it fixed. Um, so for resources, you also have to do another collection per se. This here, this number here, you have to divide, I think. So let me look. So you take what's on G, so that's this, right? And where's I? Okay. And then yeah, you divide, or no. I'm just trying to see. G6 divide. Okay. I'm trying to make sure I get this correct. Because you have to take the amount, which is gonna be that. Okay, so yeah, G6, and then we are going to divide by this number, okay? And then, is that it? And then times it by 1, I'm guessing. Oops. And then divide by this. That looks right. If I take the percentage out, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's right. So basically, with this one, you have to do a little bit more calculation. You have to take what you get, okay, which is this number here. You got to divide it by this number, and then times it by that number. So basically, on some of the resources, you need to do that. Why? Okay, so here's the thing. With at least with these two materials here, this is what you need to do. So basically, why is that not? Oh, okay, I guess it just doesn't. Oh, there's nothing else there. So basically, for food and wood are going to be exactly the same. Okay, when you get into the more difficult stuff, is going to be the stone and iron. Okay, basically, the stone and iron. Okay, because they are worth more points. So, and it's the same. So the I number is how many points you get per or by 200. So say, and this is where that percentage does come into effect for iron. Stone not as much, but iron it does. So, I'm gonna zero these out here. Basically, if you and also stone is worth 5 points and iron is worth 10 points per time. So, and that's pretty much the spreadsheet right there. But I want to go into more details about the iron per se. Say it is in a percent. Say it's in a percentage of 20.50. Okay, and you go for the full amount, which is 30,000. See how it says 285.50. Okay, that's a odd number, right? Say it was only 20%. 2400. So you can see that this H here is good for that amount. So why I added that second column is say you're doing a percentage that is not the full round about. Now I haven't figured out how to make this be accurate and not have to type it in physically, because sometimes I'm with all these accounts, especially if they're going to a mine, then I know how much they're going to get, but there is a percentage that I'm going to lose out. Or I look at the top number and says, oh, I'm going to be gathering this much of this particular item, and I put it in, and it might not be right when it comes back because of how, or it would be right, but if it's iron in particular, if it's like, you know, some weird number that doesn't equal 20, it's going to be weird. The calculation is going to be off. So with this, at least here I can do 2 to 480, and that's how many points I'm going to get. Now this also should be point valued. So that's how many points I'm going to get, and then all I got to do over here is just come over here and move that percentage over, and then you get the right percentage. But that's only with iron. Stone doesn't matter, food doesn't matter, wood doesn't matter, it's just iron. I don't know why it's like that, but that's what it is. So now since we got this formula done, I'm going to come down here, I'm just going to paste this down here. So basically we're pretty much done. So right here, I'm going to do, we'll do a few gems. I really don't go for gems during the research, gather resources. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. I think 10's good enough. And then obviously with food and wood and all that, then what I do is I usually leave a gap, and then I just paste in that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And with these, I'm going to do it a few times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I do a full amount, that would be 1, 2, 3, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, right, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I do one more for, well, 4 should be enough. Right, 4 should be enough. Because if it's, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Um, 8, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I might add more. I think I do it one more time, that would be pi plenty. So that gives us enough for food. So this food number can go away. And then we'll do the same thing with the remainder of the items here. So we're just going to move this over here just so I can easy copy and paste this in. So again, food and wood, pretty much the same. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to take that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to, that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, that's 1, 2, 3, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's how many I had up here. Well, let's say 15. So 15. Oh, I'm missing one. That's why. Because 15. So 5. That's 5. That's another 5. So you got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm missing some here. Okay, that's okay. I'm just gonna move this down here. Of course, my headset shuts off. So that should be. So we got, that's 5. That's 10. That's 20. That's 30. That's 40. So that's 40 times in a day. So that would be if I went, okay, so we got 1, 3, 1, 3. I'm just putting in numbers. Well, actually, if I do the full amount, then that'd be better. So yeah, I'm just trying to see. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So 1, 1, 1, 1. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. As it was right there. I don't know how that could be. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. So it was correct. I don't know. So yeah. So what I like to do is I'd like to do it like 4 or 5 times during that mission. And then I'm just gonna move this back up here. And I think right there would be fine. Oh, that's more than 5, but that's okay. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 4, 5. And then we mirror these. Boom, they're gone. So that would be the other 5, right? Because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna delete these number of things here. I don't. That's just so I can make sure I get the right amount that we have. So there's the food and wood done. And again, the stone. Oh, that's right. That's just the number. So stone again. We got 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What we're gonna do this time is I'm just gonna leave a gap. And once we get the 5 in, we'll just move them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. So what we can now do is just move these up by cutting them and pasting them. Make it a little easier than trying to count them all. I mean, you still have to count, but yeah, stone is one of the easier ones to get because even if it is in a weird percentage, like at 25-50, you're good. It's just the iron. Go figure. It's just the iron. And then, oh, I should do this one here. Okay. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. Why I put 5 of each one in is because I use I have 5 marchers going during this event, so that helps me out with the gathering part of it. Now, we're almost done. I talked about, the iron being very, very difficult and all that. It is. It's very difficult to, like, okay, what, So, down here at the bottom, what I usually do is I have a food line, wood line, get it? Wood, stone, iron, stone, iron. And over here, I think, actually, I have it on this one. Let's move these over. On this one, I have, like, the resources. And over here, usually, I think it's, like, right here. I'm guessing I have gems. Okay. You probably know where I'm going at this, right? And then right here, or right here, I have the sum of all these lines. All these, all the way to the top. Boom. Obviously, there's nothing there. And over here, I put how many points we need to get for that mission. Okay. Again, that's just one single line, so we're just going to do that. Food. Well, you probably know what I'm going to do right now. So we can go up to the food line here. Okay, we're going to hit the sum. And we're going to go all the way up to the food line. And we're going to take this here. No. This here. Yeah, that's what we're going to take. So we're going to take that. And then basically the same thing with the other materials that you can get. So we're going to do the wood. Which again, why I'm doing this line here is this is how much you're actually gathering. If the percentage is off, it's okay because you don't really you're getting the resources. So the percentage really doesn't matter. It's just how much you're getting for the resources that matters. And then obviously the total resources would be I think I just add these up. Let's double check here. Where did I get them? Oh, no I don't. Total resources. I thought I went there. It's actually this line all the way up to the top. And there. What is going on? Did I not do it? Yeah, I didn't. Okay. Delete, delete. Sum of all these numbers. Boom. And then the same thing for the gems. So we're going to go hit the sum. We're going to hit sum here. We're going to go all the way to the top. And it's going to be this number here. Okay. Now, obviously, when you're gathering, like I said, so stone, the highest you can get is going to be 30. That gives you 1,500 points, and you can see it actually calculates it automatically. There's nothing weird about that. But say again, in this week's mission state, at least for the guide series or the main series here, I did stone. I did pretty much every single resource. When I went for iron, again, because that percentage thing, I had a few that were at this percentage. And as I was just mentioning before, that's a weird percentage for points. So then I had to type in 2, 3, 240. Well, 2, 3, 240. Because that's how many points you're going to get. And then all I have to do is come over here and then move that slider over. So with those, we got 1,160 points instead of 1,165. It's just because of that weird percentage. That's all it is. And again, obviously the iron would work the same, or everything else works the same way. The highest you can get for this would be that. If you go down here, you'll see that it pops in down here with the points and how many gems you got. So it adds everything together, which is nice. Basically, that is it. That is the spreadsheet for resource gathering. I told you this would be a little longer video, so thank you for hanging in and watching the video until the end. If you did, thanks. But yeah, this spreadsheet is good for gathering, or if you just want to see how much you're gathering in a day. You don't have to use it for resource gathering. You can use it for anything. Say you want to see, okay, I want to see how much I can gather in one day. Now I know the stats on that. If you go for just wood and food, you get about 6 million in a day. So if I go here and so if I go, if you don't have any like I'm gonna have to delete these, but that's okay. So again, what I was just saying is you can get about 7 million of wood. I thought it was 8 million. But that means, is this off then? Because I thought it was off. But I'll double check that. But yeah, normally you can get about 7 million, 8 million in a day. I think this is off by like 1 because you can see down here how it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. But it's about 8 million in a day that you can gather per day. Stone and iron, a little bit less, because of what you can gather. Stone, the highest is 1600. So if I just go ahead and put this in, so with that you can get about 150. Yeah, that's right, 150,000. About 150, 100. 100. It's up there. And then obviously the stone one or iron. Now again, this is just round numbers. I mean, it all depends on the percentage it's in as well. So basically, with the iron, if that's correct, you can do about 750 in a day. That's if you just went strictly just for that material. So yes, using this, you could actually just go gather and see how much you can gather in a day. Obviously, this is only if you don't use elite mines. If you use elite mines, you can get more points, but that is that part of that. So yeah, you can use it for just rather gathering. See how much you can get in a day. You can also do this for every day, so that you can have a tracker for every day. That's what I've done. I've used, a spreadsheet like this to make a tracker, so I can track all the resources I'm gathering. I don't do it every day, but like I can go in and I can say, okay, I'm gonna put it in now, and I go in and I put the numbers in, and then at the end of the month, I can say, okay, I'm making X amount. That's very good. Like I can, make, 10 million a month or something like that. 10 million of food and wood and whatever the iron and stone. So having a spreadsheet is very good, very helpful. Like I said, if I brought Alpine over, this is the spreadsheet for this week alone that I've been using. For the gather resources for this week, you can see down here at the bottom, I have every single account that I have. Down here. So here's the main series here. So you can see there's that weird percentage I had to type in, and right now we're not going to be able to get the mission done because the resources required. But I talked about that in the video about the percentage, and like you said, there's the stone and iron. Stone doesn't really matter because it's still 20%. Iron is really the only one you have to be careful with. Food, don't really have to worry about food or wood. But yeah, so that's the old spreadsheet. You can see it says copy of a copy of a copy up there. That's because I made a copy of another one that I had just so I could do it for this week. And as he said, 12, 25, 22. So this one right here, what I'll do is down at the bottom, I'll make different names for every account that I have in this account, or in this round. Or I might put them all in one and just copy and paste it. And then what I do is, up here when I save it, I'll put the date. So that way then I know, okay, this is the one for the next week, or next time it's, that mission. Or, I just, I can just reuse it over and over. I don't have to save it. Lately I've been saving it so I can say, okay, this is that week of missions, and normally I'll just do like the week of missions, like like this one would have been, it just ended. Well, it is ending today. I'll start on the 8th. So the next one will be the 22nd. That's the next mission week. So we will doing a whole bunch more Minecraft related stuff coming up soon, very soon on the channel. I just wanted to quickly get this video done for you. I know it's been a little bit of a rant now, but hopefully you understand what I mean by percentage and the iron in particular. You need to be able, you can still gather it if you want it. But just be aware that you're not gonna get you're gonna have to type it in. Like I said, with the iron that we gathered right now, we have 1,775. Stone, 234,000. Wood, a little bit more, and food, obviously, there's not much food because I'm gathering a little bit more wood to be on the leaderboard. But yeah, that's going to do it for the spreadsheet for resource gathering. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you very soon in another video. Till then, bye-bye for now.